Hey guys, just got home from Manitoba last night and thought I'd go ahead and boil my bear skull. I'm using the same methods. I've never boiled a bear skull before, so I'm using the same methods that I used on the whitetail. So a little bit of Dawn dishwashing liquid. I did put a little OxyClean in there. I'll let you know at the end of this video if that was a mistake or not. But I thought I'd do a little bit more whitening on it since bear is a real greasy animal. Their meat and everything's real greasy. I thought I'd cut the grease a little bit better than the Dawn dishwashing liquid. So I've got Dawn dishwashing liquid, straight water, OxyClean, and we're just boiling it really slow. Show you how the process of doing this, and we'll let you see the finished product. Last night I finished boiling out the skull. It boiled out really good. We used OxyClean laundry detergent and Dawn dishwashing liquid. On a bear, it's really oily, greasy, and it's the first time I'd ever used the OxyClean, but honestly hadn't heard of anybody else using it, so I took a chance. I think it did real well. The bones aren't real greasy or anything, so it worked out really good. Got my Twizzler here, so anybody that doesn't know what the Twizzler is, to stir your drinks. Yeah, you know, got everything I need. I've got Salon Care 40. It's the cream. We use that on deer a lot. It works out really well. Paper towels, rubber gloves. Gotta have the rubber gloves dealing with this stuff. Tip for bear hunting: if you ever go bear hunting in Manitoba or just about anywhere bears live, there's bugs. There's lots of mosquitoes. These little jewels right here, I'd have paid $500 for this box right here. You know, you put these on under your gloves, mosquitoes cannot bite through latex, so it works really good. So there's your tip of the day for bear hunting. I'm gonna show you some of this, but basically I've got my little bucket here, and I've got my paper towels already soaking in it, and I'm gonna just take it. We dip the paper towels in here and then just wrap it around the skull. A lot of people do it different ways. We found that this works really good. You can leave it on there overnight. I'm just gonna wrap this right here. I got way more paper towels than I needed for this, but I'm just gonna wrap this, and I'm gonna actually squeeze some of that out because like I said, I got way too much paper towels for this, but got my little bucket here that I can keep my peroxide in. We'll get this all laid out and wrapped up and show you how we do it. Gotta have your bear Twizzler. All Jesse talked about at the office. I think he's looking forward to using it. But I'm just gonna wrap that baby up, lay him down here on my paper towels, and let him bleach. Get another and start wrapping. I'm gonna try something different. I can always go back and fix this, but I'm gonna try to leave my teeth. That's a good thing about paper towels and the way I'm doing it here. You don't have to bleach the whole skull. You can leave parts of it, and and it works out really well. I don't know anybody that hadn't done a bear hunt. I highly recommend it. It's we got in some really good situations. Cody and I took my oldest son, and we both got within bear that, well, we could have reached out and touched them on the nose. I mean, they were close. It's an exciting hunt. A little hairier than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't expecting to walk in and out, you know, by herself without any kind of protection. But, you know, most of the time black bears aren't that aggressive. We were there in the middle of the rut. I had one walk within 5 feet of me in the ground blind as well as he did. Like I said, he had one he could have reached out and touched. Great experience. I can't say enough about Bearmaster Outfitting. Those guys, Albert and Pete, they really go the extra mile. They set up the baits to where you can judge the animals and tell how big they are. I mean, you're within 10-20 yards of the bait. The bear are coming in close. There's lots of bear, lots and lots of bear. I mean, we could have all shot out the very first day if we'd have wanted to. Cody had a world-class bear coming in. Just had some really bad luck the whole hunt. I was really disappointed for him. He did not get a bear. Could have harvested bear. He just didn't work out for him. Great experience. Lots of sows, lots of babies, lots of boars, lots of young boars. It's got 350,000 acres down there. There's bear in there that have never seen a person. I'm just wrapping this paper towels around everywhere that I want bleach. And then I'll go back and clean the teeth up a little bit, keep it off of there. Like I said, I have no clue what that's gonna look like, but I'm gonna try it. You know, I can always go back and fix it later. Wish I could take credit for this. Jacob Osborne showed me this. I had never thought about wrapping it like this. He did all of our deer skulls like that, and I thought, well, that's pretty slick. That works out really well. But like I said, I wanted to shout out to Jacob. We miss you, buddy. So Jacob went back to West Virginia. Don't hold that against him. He doesn't know any better. You'd think once he'd been to Missouri, he wouldn't ever want to go back there. But no, I'm just kidding. Just giving you guys a hard time. But went back to see family. I know his grandmother is super excited to see him, along with the rest of his family. But I know she thinks he's pretty special. Boy, this stuff is super strong, so you don't want to get it on you. I can feel where I've reached into that barrel and got it on my wrist. So, or bucket, and got it on my wrist. So you gotta be careful. Pretty cool stuff. I think I'll do the bear hunt again. It's a different experience. It's a lot like whitetail hunting. You're hunting just like I love hunt. I love hunting big whitetail. I love hunting one animal. Back when I was at home on public ground and stuff like that, I did a lot of that. That's what I enjoyed more than anything, is just hunting that one specific animal. And trophy hunting. A lot of people don't like trophy hunting. I love trophy hunting. Don't get me wrong, I like to eat it too, but there's nothing wrong with a little trophy hunting. So I'm gonna clean my hands up, and I'm going to go back in here with a brush or something and try to get the bleach off of these teeth and see if that helps keep them from bleaching out. And then I'll start on the main skull. Fun part of this is, like I said, going in every crack, every crevice, everywhere there is bone. And everywhere you want bleached out, you've got to put this cloth on there and let her soak. Can't go across an opening like that. If you go across an opening like that, the inside of that's not going to get it. Bear have got a lot of little holes in throughout their skulls. Very possible I might have to go back and do this 2 or 3 times to get every hole and every little orifice. I'm excited to see it. I can't wait. Going back to Albert and them laying their baits and stuff out, they go through a lot of bait. Man, they go through a lot of trouble for their hunters, and it's a really very inexpensive hunt. I really wish I hadn't told anybody about them, because I tell you, I want to keep it to myself. We had to book our hunt out to 2025. This is we just got back June of 2022, and in order to get us 6 spots, we had to book all the way out to 2025. They do it right. Any outfitter that you can find that's booked up like that, that means they're doing something right. You got you a good outfitter. So they care. You know, that's the main thing, is they care about their hunters. This bear right here is a great bear. It's going to make Pope and Young. Man, the bear that Cody was after was just, I bet that bear's back was, shoot, almost a foot higher than my bear. I mean, it was unreal. It was unreal. You know, and that's what you get whenever you go in trophy hunting. I told Albert from the get-go, it's not about the kill to me. It's about the experience. And I had a wonderful experience. I hope Cody had a wonderful experience, and I would do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully I get to take my youngest son, Zach. We're looking forward to that 2025. It'll be a good trip. It's a hard hunt. I want to tell you, don't go in there expecting something easy. It's long days. It doesn't get dark until 10 o'clock there. Shooting time was about close to 10 o'clock. Daylight, it got daylight around 4:30. You sit and stand all day like that, it's a long day. By the time you got home and got something to eat and got a shower and cleaned up a little bit, it's rough. It's rough. You have to really want it. Lots of bugs. Take your mosquito nets. Take you all that stuff. Well worth it to me. Well worth it to me. It was just an unbelievable experience. I knew I was hooked. I was coming back. Had a big bear walk within 5 yards of me and rear up on the tree. I was sitting on the ground. He reared up on the tree next to me, and golly, he looked like he was 30 foot tall. It's amazing how those animals can come through the swamps. You're hunting swamps. They can be within 5 yards of you before you even know they're there. Crazy how big of an animal they are and how quiet they are moving through those woods and swamp. And I know I couldn't move through there. I was making all kinds of noise. Old Albert had come through that door with that big grin on his face, and you knew he had a big bear at a bait that just showed up, was coming in on a hot sow or something like that. He got excited. You got to respect that. So that's like I said, that's a good outfitter that cares. Like I said, I don't have to pull the trigger anymore. I enjoy the thrill of everybody else killing. So it's don't get me wrong, I hadn't killed in a long time. Hadn't been able to do a lot of hunting, and it was pretty special for me, especially with Cody being there. I'm getting it wrapped up. I've got, like I said, I've got just every little corner covered, every little hole covered. I'll go back and work on all this in the front and all that here in a little while.